Hey everyone, Token Dave over here, the Turkey Token Black guy who's just trying to get by. And welcome to another edition of That Was Random. Before I go any further, spoiler warning, okay? I am going to spoil the end of Black Panther for you all. So if you have not seen Black Panther in the movies yet, stop this video right now. You have been warned. So, Black Panther ends with basically, T'Challa and his sister Shuri going to Oakland, California, where pretty much the events of the movie really started. So, T'Challa states that, he brought a few buildings in a rundown neighborhood, in an attempt to basically, build an organization to, cater to, the underprivileged minorities, right? To set up an organization for them to excel with mathematics and science, give them more of an optimistic hope for the future. Now, I stated that in a previous video that this was laying the groundworks of the Future Foundation, something that the Fantastic Four created, right, for basically an organization for the advanced gifted people in science and technology. And with the recent acquisition of Disney acquiring Fox, I figured this would be a decent way for them to incorporate the Fantastic Four into the MCU. However, someone gave an alternative, and I got this alternative from a YouTube channel that I follow, called Comicbook Cast too. They actually, they do a great job of giving scoops, ideas or gossip with comic book related news and movies. And they actually vet their sources and they never claim that things are accurate or not. I'll put a link to their channel and the video that I'm piggybacking off of in the description below, as well as my That Was Random talking about the Future Foundation. And they came up with an interesting hypothesis. See, we're going towards phase 4, and they gave an alternative to what I thought. They believe that Black Panther is actually setting up the Avengers West Coast. Now, for those that don't know, basically, in the late 80s and the early 90s, there were two Avengers teams. You had the original Avengers, which came out in the 60s, and it was all the way up until basically the 80s, where the Avengers expanded their roster in different coasts of the United States. You had the original Avengers, but then you had the Avengers West Coast, which was pretty much an idea they kind of bit off of from the Teen Titans, I'll be honest. But this Avengers I actually really dug because basically, Iron Man was back as the leader of the Avengers West Coast, and we also had Spider-Woman, War Machine, Hawkeye was there, Wonder Man was also there. And, so I really love the Avengers West Coast. And I'm not sure if they brought them back in the comics yet. But basically, Comic Book Cast stated that this is a decent segue to incorporate the Avengers West Coast into the MCU. Given that the Avengers, as we know them, after Avengers 4, are going to change. It's not going to be the same. And to be honest, I pretty much think this is an awesome idea. I can get behind having, not only a different Avengers team, which could be considered the new Avengers, but an expansion. So, you got the Avengers West Coast, and then you got the original Avengers, which are in the East Coast. Now, I personally feel that basically, mind you, that this happened before Civil War, so the superhero registry thing or the Soviet Accords, some people might say it might hamper on that idea, but I disagree. I think the Soviet Accords could actually, with Wakanda opening themselves out to the world, I think having the Avengers West Coast two separate Avengers teams can actually work to a great advantage. And it looks like in Infinity War, basically, in Infinity War, they might actually, expand upon superhero teams because, you might actually have more Marvel teams in Phase 4 and everything. I did hear a rumor that they would just focus on a couple of team-ups, but I don't think it would just be two superhero team-ups. I think that they will actually do a superhero group and expand the superhero groups and everything. But, I think it's a good idea, and it's one of the awesome possibilities and also one of the awesome theories. I think it's a great theory, and I actually hope that they go with this. But that's my take. What's yours? Do you like the idea of the Avengers West Coast? Have you ever heard of the Avengers West Coast and everything? Do you have any other ideas of what the ending of Black Panther opened up to the MCU in the future? Please, give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Give this video a like. Follow me on Facebook at Token Dave or on Twitter at TokenDave80. Subscribe and ring that bell so you know when a new video loads. And spread this video out, everyone. But until then, this has been Token Dave, the dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by. And I'll catch all of you later.